Hey guys, today we are going to compare the QCY T5 versus the QCY T3 versus the QCY QS2. Initially I wanted to compare the T5 versus the T3, but then at the last minute I wanted to include the QS2 because a lot of people might be interested. I tried covering almost all the important stuff like the fit, the connectivity, the battery, the sound quality. So guys, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and also like this video. Let's begin. The T5 is definitely an improvement from the T3. It has a much better fit because of that in-ear design, and also it has that rounded design with that smooth finish which I personally like compared to the T3. So both in terms of looks and fit, I would say the T5 is much better, at least in my opinion. On the other hand, the QS2 comes with a more traditional typical in-ear design, and in terms of fit, among these three I would actually pick the QS2 because it fits much better, at least for my ears. So fit wise I would say QS2 is better, followed by the T5. The QS2 comes with the biggest battery in the charging case, offering up to 32 hours, and the QCY T3 comes with about 600 mAh with 25 hours, and the T5 is the least at 380 mAh with about 25 hours. Somehow strangely they claim 25 hours. I did not test the charging cases, but I will definitely talk about the battery life of the earbuds at the end of the video. They claim the IPX5 for the T3 and the X4 for the other two models. Now moving past the specs, talking about the connectivity, when I connected these three to the MacBook, I found that they were all using the AAC codec, not just the T5, which is a good thing. I'm using the MacBook Air running the macOS Catalina. I guess it should use the AAC codec with iOS devices like the iPhone or the iPad as well. However, on the Android with Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 or 7s, these are all connected to the SBC codec for whatever reason. When it comes to the stability in connection, I would rate T5 over the T3 and the QS2. There are absolutely no connection drops during my usage. Even the T3 is pretty good, but very rarely it does drop the connection on the left earbud. This happens more often on the QS2, especially when connected to Mac. The left earbud randomly disconnects sometimes, but it is not to the point that it is a deal breaker, at least for me. The T5 also comes with something called the gaming mode, where they are offering very low latency, claiming 65 ms. I did not test out those ms, but guys, when I played PUBG on the iPad, I could almost not notice any lag or delay. It was nearly perfect. So definitely in terms of latency, the T5 is better. In terms of mic and calling experience, I'll put QS2 at the last, and I'll put T5 on the top because it does seem to catch a little bit less ambient noise compared to the T3, although T3 is also better compared to QCY QS2. Here's the mic sample. Hey guys, I'm recording this with the QCY QS2, comparing it with the T3 and the T5. Let me know how the mic quality is. Hey guys, now I'm recording this with the QCY T3, comparing it with the QS2 and the T5. So let me know guys how the mic quality is. Hey guys, so I'm recording this with the QCY T5, comparing it with the QS2 and the T3. So let me know how the mic quality is. Both T5 and the T3 have touch controls, which is missing on the QS2. And in terms of music controls, you can skip tracks and also invoke Google Assistant, but only the T3 has the volume control of its own, which is missing on the other two models. Now moving to the sound quality, the main differentiating factor would be the bass. There is a bit more bass that you find on the QCY QS2. It has that signature QCY sound with punchy bass along with fairly detailed mids. The T5 sounds a bit more clean. I would say the T5 is an improvement over the QS2 except for that bass. If it had a little bit more bass, it would have been an easy pick. The T3 has the least amount of bass among these three. So between the T3 and T5, I would easily say go for the T5. It is a no-brainer. So which one should you buy? I'll get to that in a bit, but before that we'll talk about the battery life. So these are taken from my full reviews. You can check them out as well. So the T3 lasts about 5 hours, and even the T5 offers similar kind of battery life, and the QCY QS2 lasts about 4 hours, which is 1 hour less, around 1 hour less compared to these two models. So which one should you buy? First of all, I would say ignore the T3 because the T5 is an improvement over the T3 in almost every way at almost the same price or even the less price. Between the T5 and the QS2, For better calling experience, for more stable connectivity and overall a cleaner sound, go for the QCY T5. And if you want more bass and if you don't care about the calls, you should look at the QS2. I'll drop a link to all of these in the description. These are my affiliate links. It does help the channel if you buy from my links. And also guys, it was quite a task to compare these three. So please like this video. Also subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.